What's going on, guys? AQW here and welcome back. Today we will be attempting the Shattered Veil, which just dropped today on Black Ops 6. Now, as you guys might be able to tell if you've seen my last video, which was my first impressions of the tomb, my level has not gone up much. Now, the reason for that is twofold. One, the tomb was okay. It wasn't my favorite by any means as far as Black Ops 6 zombies go, but it was fine, you know? Now, still to this day, I have not completed the tomb Easter egg. I've watched the final cutscene, and it just seems kind of like a stepping stone into this map, which is fine. The tomb is a smaller scale map. I think I was hoping for a bit more, and admittedly, the ending boss fight of the tomb seems a bit hard. One day I will go back and complete that, but for now, I kind of took a break from zombies. I've been exploring some other interests of mine, video game wise, outside of zombies, which I may in the future bring to this channel. But yeah, zombies, it fell off for me a bit once the tomb dropped for whatever reason. But with all that out of the way and all that said, I'm hoping that Shattered Veil will bring me back into the fold of really enjoying a brand new zombies map. I know there's a lot of lore to do with the mansion. The Liberty Falls first cutscene trailer had me so hyped, so I'm glad we're finally bringing it back here. And yeah, let's just see what this map holds for us. Alrighty, here we are. Now, when I say I haven't played zombies in a while, I'm hoping my crazy freaking sensitivity doesn't screw me over here. I already turned the research on for double tap. I'm hoping double tap is as strong as we imagined. Although with Donut's video in the past talking about how double tap won't do much in the late game, I'm not holding my breath that it'll be anything crazy. Got a nice little map here. I'm wondering if that's for mystery box or PAP purposes. We'll see. Definitely getting some Dead of the Night vibes just outside of the mansion, kind of that courtyard area feel. Now, looking at the TAC map, I noticed that double tap is in the very back. Of course it is. I'm wondering what these are. Looks like they're growing something here, maybe, and they look like Dark Aether crystals. So, all right, we have made it to the mansion, but I will investigate a little bit out here. If nothing else, this seems like a decent open training spot. Hell yeah. All right, and I see stamina up to the right, so we're probably gonna take that to start. Ah, who is this? um, yeah, lore-wise, I'm not sure who this is. I feel like this is familiar, though. Might be an idiot for guessing that it might be Rhodes. All right, so we'll pick up a fuse. I'm assuming this is to get us to pack a punch. And we have, I'm assuming, a vermin round. Oh no. Okay. Look at them. They're doing something different. I like that. So I guess these are more like plague hounds almost. They have like a toxic electricity. Yeah, I guess these are closer to like a plague hound. It looks like they leave some stuff after the fact, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah. For here, we just need some points, but that is absolutely going to be my next purchase. What a glow up for the double tap machine. Oh, okay. Yeah. I feel it shooting. It's definitely shooting faster. One thing I'll say is I never understood the argument of the original double tap 1.0 that it was a waste because it would waste your ammo. And I think as long as you hit your shots good enough that it doesn't really waste anything. It's just higher DPS, right? And obviously, Double Tap 2.0 is a flat upgrade plus the benefits of 1.0. So yeah, I never understood that argument with 1.0. I always liked Double Tap 1.0. It just felt like you're outputting your damage faster. Now we are here at the elevator. I'm assuming this now may be what we are using the fuses for, but I'm not sure where to go from here. It looks like we have an objective marker though, so that might get us down here at some point, hopefully. Oh, this is it, isn't it? Is this the bedroom? I think it is. Oh, no. Get off me. Circuit board, okay. And we are repairing the elevator with it. Nice. Although I am fearing going down there with 6 bullets, so we may have to fix that. Oh! Alright, let's go then. And we're gonna save you for later, sir. Alright, now that we got some ammo, we'll go ahead and call this thing and go give Sam a visit. Okay. Yes! Oh, that's cool. This is kind of giving me the vibe of what people were asking for in Liberty Falls, which was like a secret bunker under area. And I see Pack-a-Punch isn't too far, which is cool. Oh, you bastard. Oh, he's like red. Is that an HVT? What is all this? Oh, and what is that? Oh, takes damage? I mean, I don't want to throw all my ammo into it in case it's not the right thing to hit it with, but I was getting hit markers. That's weird. I mean, that's clearly something important. All right, we'll continue on and just progress. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll ooh. This is reminding me of another camo. They mentioned Primo Materia. Okay, okay. Aha. Got a little waypoint here, very chaos pilled, of course. I did see that they brought back the disciple or an elder disciple, uh, which they're assholes, of course, but I'm hoping they're not too tanky. Thought I just saw a purple-eyed zombie. Yeah. Oh, lab technician. I think we're gonna train around the T-Rex for a bit. It's just a really cool open spot with great great energy, I would say. These are much better than vermin. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, the jumping animation has always been a bit of a sore spot with me with the vermin, and obviously the parasites can be annoying as well. So I like a simpler. I mean, it reminds me of hellhounds. You know, they're just running straight at you, and when they get to you, they get to you. But there's no like lock on it. The vermin in a way reminded me of the tigers from 9. They would just like lock right onto you and get you no matter what. It felt like sometimes. So I like this as an alternative finally in the game. With double tap, I mean, even without Deadshot, this thing is just absolutely cleaning these guys up. Speaking of, I don't see a Deadshot machine, but I also don't think I was seeing the downstairs area on the map, so I might pop back down there and see if it's just not showing up on the map. Okay, yeah. I don't see Deadshot. That is unfortunate. I guess we're just gonna have to wait for the Wonder Fizz to spawn wherever that's gonna be. I'm also gonna look for some better armor. I might just chill here until I get enough for tier 3. Oh, and I see. Oh, there he is. Oh, ho, ho. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa there. Now, a post I saw said, oh, there are still vermins. A post. Oh my god. And, okay, yeah. A post I saw said that the elder disciples are able to turn them into doppelgasts, but I haven't seen that just yet. So it may not be doppelgast, but changes them to vermin and parasites? Or is he just spawning them? I think he may just be spawning them in, yes. Yeah, the speed of these guys makes them very easy to sneak up on you, which I like that, honestly. Keeps you much more on your toes than the little slow-moving vermin. I found tier 2 armor, but now that I have enough for 3, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. I'm thinking we'll be safe enough to make it around 25 to find the Wonder Fizz and get a good power spike with dead shot and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and test out this courtyard area because it does look much more in line with how I train. That is extremely satisfying. I may even attempt to go for the RAYGUN Mark II. Actually, I'll grab that first. But yeah, I'll give it a shot because I'm definitely a fanboy of the Mark II. Well, we got the OG. Not exactly what I was wanting, but I'll take it for now. And if the Wonder Waff is in the box as well, that would be also incredibly nice to grab. Okay, so vermin are naturally on the map at a certain point. I also don't plan on using any gobblegums this run. I feel like it'll just kind of take away from how the map naturally runs on its own, so I'm gonna try not to have to rely on that. And parasites are also naturally on the map at a certain point. Um, yeah, I mean, I appreciate the idea of the parasites kind of moving where you're aiming at to have to focus on them and kind of distracting you from where you're typically aiming. But man, when there's when the oh my god, okay, so I think everything but amalgams on this map, and I'm saying that loosely because they said it at a point, but didn't realize all this was gonna be on there, so maybe I didn't pay attention to the trailer close enough. All right, and it appears, if I saw that right, that the disciples are weak to Deadwire, which I think is consistent with how it was in the past. So I'm going to grab Elemental Pop when I can and hopefully get some even better damage off on him. I was gonna grab Deadwire no matter what. I'm a Deadwire stan. The the large AoE effect ability is just satisfying to see more than anything else. All right. Round 25. I don't know if I kind of missed where the Wonder Fizz was gonna spawn, but I'm not seeing it. It's probably underground, which makes sense, but I'll go try to find that guy and we'll get some good upgrades here. I'm wondering now if at a certain point the toxic uh electric zombies will pop up naturally outside of their designated rounds. That might get annoying, but like I said, I think they're more fun and interesting than the vermin and parasites, so I wouldn't be too upset about that. And there's the Wonder Fizz. We just gotta survive. This may not be the best area, but I think part of that is intentional. All right. Got some upgrades. I'm thinking this will definitely push us to the next level. And we also got some research for double tap, which is super exciting. Yeah, the more upgrades on double tap, the better, honestly. This game is, at the end of the day, all about DPS. All right, guys. So what I did actually, I saved the game and threw on some of the double tap augments. One was to make me fire even faster, which, yeah, I mean, this is one of the slower shooting SMGs. So, there was another one, I completely forgot what it was. It's I believe the first major, um, augment. Oh yeah, it has a chance to kill them, if they are low on health, just automatically. I'd chuck one of those. I wonder what Asmir's do to the disciples. I mean, they are kind of like frozen in place, but oh, absolutely, we'll take that. All right, so we threw on orange rarity on our gun, and I'm hoping this brings us to where the Wonder Fizz is. We can get the last little bits of the perks that we need, and then we will, I guess, still try to get one of the wonder weapons here. Okay, so realizing that is so weird. I didn't even see that one to begin with, but now I'm realizing that depth perception is pointing those out to us. We know that they get hit markers. Wonder how much damage they require. I don't want to waste all my ammo on it. Yeah, it's taking a lot of bullets. I might wait till I get the Mark II if I can. And then once I pack a punch it, I'll throw some ammo at it. See another one. Oh, yes. All right. God, I remember the hype when this thing first came out in Black Ops 2. Man. I know it's kind of an overdone wonder weapon now, but I just personally love the design of this thing. Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna push this thing to the limit as much as we can. I'd also like to point out that I was completely wrong about the placement of double tap as far as the life cycle of this game. I thought for sure that they would save it till the end, but I think since some of the hype started kind of dying down for Black Ops 6, they might have figured, hey, now's a good time to bring it in. And two, I think, like I said with Donut's video, people started understanding that, hey, maybe double tap wasn't what everyone thought it was going to be cracked up to be, with just how zombie health scales, you know. For early rounds, though, I'll say it's been phenomenal. Oh, okay. It broke it. That's a good sign. And I'm noticing it's the same color that this guy is kind of letting off. Did that spawn him? I can't tell because it was the start of the round. How well these guys affected? Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not OP on them, which is nice. Whoa! He like lost his armor and he's a spiky guy. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Down here. Dick. I'm noticing this like field right here. What's going on with that? I try to find that one again. I think it was right here. Let's see, did that spawn disciple? Oh no. Empty canister. Okay. That was something for the quest, but not what I thought. That makes more sense though. Uh, oh, oh, that totally makes sense. It's to upgrade the ray gun. All right. Oh no, 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 no. Get out of here. Our Tanto is still putting in a decent amount of work, and I think double tap might be at least a piece of the reason for that. All right, there we go. So this thing should be smacking them around. We'll see though. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you get headshots, this thing smacks pretty hard. All right, guys. I think we have everything we need to get to the exfil. Let's go ahead and activate that and see where we have to end up here. All right, where are we going? Is it just the courtyard? Oh, okay. I mean, perfect. Yeah, we can handle that, I think. Right. Round 41 exfil first game on. I will take that. All right. So to close this out, what are my initial impressions of the Shattered Veil Zombies map, aside from the intricacies of the Easter egg and the fact that we didn't get to play with the Wonder Waff just yet? I would say that the vibes of this map are great, especially compared to the Tomb, in my opinion. Even though the Tomb took place during the day, I think it was a bit too dark in so much of the core spots of the map, uh, mostly within the tomb. And even though this map here took place at night, while I was doing most of my training outside, I could much more clearly see all of the enemies around me, and I appreciate that they correctly lit this locale of the map, even though it's outside at night. I do appreciate that. Another nice thing is the change of pace with the pest round instead of the vermin and parasite rounds we got typically. We now have the toxic zombies, which I think keep you more on your toes in a way, just because they come at you so fast, and you don't want to stay in one spot because of their area of effect after you kill them. So I think it's a nice change there. The vermin and parasites, once they started naturally spawning, I don't think they were much of an issue. Thankfully, they weren't spawning in too much. I wouldn't say it was hurting the gameplay at all. It benefited the gameplay in a way, just made you have to think really quick and zap them at the right time while you're moving around and navigating. I also think that the Elder Disciple was a good change of pace compared to the amalgams and manglers. It was just spawning in vermin and parasites, which once again were not too much, I would say. The disciples felt like a nuisance, but they weren't directly negatively affecting me, but they were kind of a nuisance, spawning more vermin and parasites than would naturally be on there. And I honestly loved the models once their clothing came off. They looked a lot more almost apothecon in spirit, I would say, which I thought was a nice touch to those. The Raygun Mark II, without any of its unique upgrades that I believe are a part of the map, I appreciated it. And if you can land those shots to the head I think it's a strong contender. I did notice that it started kind of dipping in damage at the end, but I was in the 40s. I mean, that's to be expected. With the Wonderwaff, that may, if it works how it did in the past, be an infinite damage weapon. So that might be the thing to go for the later rounds. But as far as the Raygun Mark II is concerned, I think it was a great thing to get you from the 20s to the 40s, absolutely. And finally, the new double tap perk, I appreciated it for the early to mid rounds. I think it's got a way to make those go by much quicker. I probably could have turned on the rage inducer at a certain point, but I wanted to keep it nice and simple for the first impressions. But I think with the augments and everything associated with those, that double tap will be a very strong perk at those early to mid rounds on all the maps. So with that, guys, I do appreciate you sticking around till the end of the video. I had a lot of fun making this. Coming back to zombies, I haven't played in quite some time, so I might have even been a little rusty, but I think that this might have ignited something in me to continue making this zombies content, because it is one of my deepest loves in video games. So with that being said, thank you guys again, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.